Hey you guys, me again with another YouTube video, and today it is Wednesday, which means it's officially been a week since I've gotten 30,000 channel views. What's really great is, in that span of a week, we've almost hit 1,000 more views. So we're at 30,945, so we're really close to hitting that 31,000 mark, so thank you guys for that. But today, since the Q&A session is over, I am going to answer everyone's questions. As you can see over my shoulder here, there's stacks of Legos. You can't see, but that way there's stacks of Legos. Over there's stacks of Legos. Right now I have Legos galore. Just a few old mocks. I have the Glock 31. Beretta 23R. And the Pyro's flare gun. This is the detonator. Ooh. And then a few other of the old gun mocks that I still have, like the Spectre. I already destroyed the Blue Jay Industries TMP MP7. Yeah, and then I have a competition pistol. It's the red one that you kind of see right here. And then up on the bed I have Nikolai Yakovich's M4 PDW, and then the yellow and blue one, which is just kind of like the standard one. I was going to say something else. What was it? Oh, also, I've been in the midst of updating my website tonight. So anyone who wants to see the M4 PDW Mark V, that's going to be an exclusive to just the website. I won't be doing a video on it. So if you guys want to see that, go ahead and check it out there. Also, I'll see if I can't add the PP19 Bison and the AK-47 MCR and get both of those going up there. And there was one more thing. What was it? Tomorrow, after doing some work on virtual school online, or my schooling online, I will be going ahead and announcing my contest, so you guys look forward to that. But without further ado, we're going to get into the questions. Alright, so Lego Dovakin asks, can I make more Star Wars mocks and or spaceships, I believe. Yeah. Star Wars mocks, guns, or ships, that would be cool. And that was Lego Dovakin, so shout out to him. Go ahead and hit up his channel as well. I have seen some of his work. Can I? Possibly. If I do, it's probably going to be more gunships, because that's what I'm really good at doing. I've done some small Star Wars mocks. I've done some droid mocks as well. So possibly I might be able to. I don't know, it's been kind of like a busy, hectic schedule going on. I have a website running, I have the YouTube channel running, I like to game on my own personal time. I also have school going on, even though it's summer. I do have 3 courses that I am taking online now just to boost my GPA. Don't worry, I didn't fail any courses or anything like that. But yes, I can see if I can't squeeze in every once in a while a Star Wars mock or a gun. I actually never thought about doing a gun from Star Wars. And they're a little bit more difficult to do because you don't see as much time with them. And sometimes you don't really get to see the reload process. And a lot of people don't even know that you can reload the weapons. But yes, you can. There's actually 2 different things that you have to reload when you do. So if I ever do a Lego gun mock from Star Wars, I will be explaining that a lot more. Lego Dovakin also asked, can we ask more than one question, and I told him yes, and I never received another question after that from him, so that pretty much ends up his questions. Now Brandon S., I got your question, but I don't know what happened with YouTube. It never popped up in the comment section, and I couldn't reply to it. I have no idea why. But Brandon S. asked, where did I get my name from? MrNingaWarrior. It's ninja, but spelled with a G. If you guys remember back in the day, there was a channel on TV called G4, and it hosted a lot of MrNingaWarrior, which was basically kind of like a contest of physical strength and stamina and endurance, and it was kind of just this obstacle course where if you beat it all the way to stage 3, you got like basically just immortalized forever for being able to climb a high-ass mountain on like a single piece of rope without failing, and I think it was like under a minute. And I was a big fan of the show. I really never knew why. It's basically the same thing over again. Hardly anybody ever beats it. I think like 1 or 2 people in the entire history have actually climbed the mountain in under a minute. And I think it's like a 60-foot rope and you climb in under a minute. So that's like a foot a minute, or a foot a second, and that's kind of difficult. So basically I wanted to take MrNingaWarrior and I put Mr. in front of it, implying myself. And then I wanted to be a little bit unique, and this was a long, long time ago. I'm talking like 2010, I think, was when my account was created. Or 2008. I can't really remember which one. But I was young, and I didn't understand that there was a difference between pronouncing ninja and ninga. So I figured ninja would still be the same thing, even with a G. So I put the G in there just to be a little unique, and that's where that comes from. To be honest, I don't care how it's pronounced. MrNingaWarrior works, MrNingaWarrior works. My buddy 1217 Onslaught calls me by the actual pronunciation, so MrNingaWarrior. Some other people on YouTube call me by MrNingaWarrior. Again, I really don't care which one. It's personal preference, really. And we're 6 minutes into the video. Lego Guns Trilogy asked kind of a little bit of a difficult question. He said, how long have you been building and who was your inspiration? I've been building ever since my 4th birthday. I'm 17, so it's 13 years of my life I've been building with Legos. I still remember the very first set I ever got on my birthday. It was a small set, and it had a rock with a bunch of plants on it. It had a biplane that was brown and tan, and 1 pilot. And I believe it was like one of the jungle sets. I remember that set kind of well because at the time I was kind of infatuated with airplanes, and my dad got it for me, and he was like, have at this. And I was kind of young to understand that I could take these and take it apart and then put it all back together in a different configuration. So I left this set lying around for a long, long time. And then over the years, my dad actually worked for Sam's for 18 years of his life. And over the years, Sam's would get in Lego sets as well. But they're the buckets, not the actual sets. And sometimes they would legitimately throw away these Lego buckets. I can't remember why. I think quality control wouldn't allow them to sell it, and the Lego company wouldn't take it back. So they would basically throw it into the dumpster. So my dad would go save it from the dumpster and bring it home to me. It never really bothered me. Their dumpster was full of actually really cool things. We have 4 porta-cable wireless drills down in the workshop that's right outside my window here. And they were also from the dumpster. The chop saw that we use, the Makita, is also from that dumpster. We got a lot of free things out of that dumpster, and they're still with us today, even 13 more years later. So I've been building for 13 years. Who was my inspiration? To be honest, myself. Starting out, it was all myself. I didn't know about this thing called the internet and YouTube. So I never got to see anybody else's Legos. I always hung out with my friends across the street, Jacob and Josh. I still know them, so shout out to them. We would play with Legos, and I would see kind of the stuff that they built, and I would try to mimic some of the things that they built. And then I would go to Toys R Us, Target, Walmart, and any of the other stores that had Lego products, and I would look at the sets there, and I'd get inspired from them to do certain things. And then there was... I grew up a little bit, and right before I moved to Tennessee, so around the 2008, 2007-ish years, I learned about these things called guns, and I got really into them. It started out with the World War II era of weapons. I really did enjoy those. And then it kind of moved into modern weapons, and then Call of Duty hit the shelves in the stores, and I picked up Modern Warfare with a friend of mine up in Tennessee, and we started playing it, and I got really into guns then, and I started studying all different types of guns, and then my house was foreclosed on up in Tennessee, so I've moved back here to Florida, and I met this guy at school. His name is Muno. Shout out to Muno. He's a special Mongolian friend of mine, and he knows everything there is to know about guns. He could tell you right off the bat that most of the H&K series of weapons use roller-delayed blowback operations. He could tell you pretty much any cartridge fired by any weapon in both their standard measurements that we know them by, and then all the other measurements that everyone else knows them by. Trying to think of a quick example. 7.62 by 51 millimeter, also known as .308. He could tell you all of those. He knows 50 caliber is 12 by 99, but I could be wrong because I don't know. That's why I have him as a friend, because he'll help me out. And he got me into guns even more because he's a really cool guy, let's be honest. And that just kind of naturally inspired me to start making Lego guns, because Legos are a lot more inexpensive than actual guns. Another friend of mine just picked up a $2,000 1911, and that's a lot of money. That's something I don't have, because currently the only job per se that I have would be making YouTube videos and then running my website. So that's kind of the only thing that could make me money. So $2,000 is a little out of the price range when it comes to my financial state right now. So instead of just going and buying an actual weapon, I started building with Legos, and I could have the same feeling, but I don't have to worry about any recoil. I don't have to worry about possibly harming anyone. The only thing that I had to really worry about was making it too realistic, going out into public, and then possibly getting shot by the police, and that hasn't happened, so perfect. So that's a little bit of my inspiration, and then I don't remember how it happened, but I came across this guy's channel. You'll know him by my different username, and he's a lot better gun builder than I am, and that really pushed me to start doing high quality mocks. So I started color coding up my guns. I started doing kind of almost every working feature that I could possibly do. I started doing off-the-wall designs for them. When I first started building with Lego guns, they were only 2 studs wide, and they were very blocky. I never used any shaping in it, and they were rainbow colors, and they had no working features at all. And then my different username released his instructions for his Walther PPK. I built that, and that was my first kind of almost complete working gun model. And then I started kind of just working around, and I started building. I built a 4 stud wide 50 caliber semi-automatic sniper rifle, and that was a really, really cool mock, because what happened was you could remove the magazine and actually chamber around. I had left an opening in the mag well to the bolt so that you can push around pull the bolt back, and then push up with your finger some more and release the bolt, and it would push the round into the chamber. That was like the quintessential working Lego gun that I've ever built. And then I just kind of got inspired by my different username to start building. I've come across a few of the current friends that I have. Brandon S. I found some of his videos, and he inspired me some more. Alan's Custom Lego, especially him, because he does almost every working feature possible, has really nice shaping to his weapons. He inspired me to do more. My different username, Fatal1116, kind of every big Lego gun builder on YouTube inspired me to do well. I'll give Zazi Nambies the credit of inspiring me a little bit. I don't like his mocks as well as I do my different usernames, or Alan's Custom Legos, or Brandon S's. And that's because none of his mocks include the working features that any of the latter three really do. Like, I've seen some of his folding stocks. Yeah, sure, that's kind of cool. I've seen his extending stocks. Yeah, that's kind of cool too. The only issue is they don't lock into place. They don't naturally do what they need to do. I've seen some of his bolt systems work too, but they're weak, kind of childish in design, and they don't auto reset, which it's kind of hypocritical of me to say because the yellow M4PDW right there also doesn't auto reset. But his most recent MTAR X from Call of Duty Ghost had a working bolt in it, and basically all it was a 4-stud wide or 4-stud long charging handle by 1 stud wide, and it had a 1x1 stud or studless plate in the end of it, and it just kind of fit into a slit and moved back and forth. I mean, he has skill as a builder. He's a very good builder. He just doesn't put that extra effort into it that he really needs to. If he could make working features on his guns, I guarantee he would be one of the best Lego gun builders on YouTube. But he's still a pretty big guy, so good for him. So that's pretty much it for the questions. Not a lot of people participated, which is fine. Out of 156 subscribers, I expected just a little bit more, but it fit up a good 16 minutes worth of time. So excuse my poor eyesight. I do have very piss poor eyesight. So it just kind of naturally works. Anything else left to announce? Like I said, Lego contest will be out tomorrow, hopefully, after doing some online high school. The next Lego mock that I'm working on should be kind of up soon. Oh, my new setup for working is actually really neat. So I got my normal desktop over here, which you guys see recorded off of all the time. Like the PP19 Bison was just recorded off of that. Tonight I went out to the storage unit and I picked up my old big monitor that you used to see me do all my LTD tutorials on. And then I also got the cable used for that monitor, and I plugged it into my laptop. So basically I'm running the monitor, where's my finger? Here, off of my laptop. So I have it as an extended desktop, which basically means that I can have, on this one, I have my normal website open, and then on my other one I have the website open that I actually edit the website on. So basically what happens is I can edit the website, publish it live, and just refresh the page on this one, and then I can actually see side by side the difference that is made. So that's a really neat thing. Anyhow, let me check any other thing that I need to check. In other big news on the actual my Blue Jay the Meister webpage, I actually did get approved for advertising via Google Pluses, or what's it called? Google AdSense. So down at the end of this page, there is an advertisement. It's kind of along the bottom here, and that's really good because that's going to increase my revenue coming into the channel. So if you guys would be kind enough to kind of just visit the webpage at least once a day, just kind of get the page views up, that would be greatly appreciated, because basically what happens is now that I'm getting more advertisements put out, I'll receive more income coming in, and then towards the actual Christmas time of here in Florida, I can go out and I can pick up more bricks. Take, for example, this mock right here. Pretty much every black slope piece came from last Christmas. Pretty much every solid block in the grip came from last Christmas. The stock, most of the stock came from last Christmas. The rail systems came from last Christmas. And then a little bit of the mag release also came from last Christmas. And that was kind of, and partially thanks to you guys, because I did pick up enough money from last year to go out and get a little bit more Lego bricks. So that was greatly appreciated. But this year I'm trying to raise a lot more money so I can pick up a lot more bricks, and I can hopefully start making some really, really nice mocks for you guys. I don't thoroughly enjoy recording everything off of the computer because sometimes I can't capture the correct resolution. Sometimes it'll look weird. My FN Herstal Scar Mark 20 SSR looks really bad on computer because I have the glare from the light above. So I wanted to do it in real life so you guys can really get a kind of like an attention to detail. So if you guys wouldn't mind kind of just supporting me a little bit more, hitting the like buttons more often, subscriptions would be nice, sharing the videos with all your friends, that'd be greatly appreciated so we can really get the money up and really basically splurge when Christmas time comes so I can get you guys more real life content instead of the stuff that I usually do on the computer. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to comment and subscribe for more videos like this one. If you guys have time to kill, don't be afraid to check out the website that I was just talking about, bluejthemeister.weebly.com. There will be a link in the description below as always. Also, for anyone who participated in the Q&A session, if I have room in the description, I will leave a link to their channel. So Brandon S., Lego Dovahkiin, Lego Guns Trilogy, all of you will be in the description. So shout out to them. All of them are pretty good Lego builders. You should go subscribe to them. And that's pretty much it for this video. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching.